Good morning, everybody. It's Tina. Well, according to the evidence I read on the case, I would have my first judgment would have been that the defendant was guilty of the charges. I feel this way because she admitted to the police that she left Allison alone and knew the consequences, but felt the need to get to California was more important. The witnesses were not shown to be discredited, as they were a neighbor, the police officer, and the psychiatrist. All of the people have at least 2 times that they had questioned or seen the defendant during either before or during the time that the incident had occurred. The neighbor judge, from what she saw, the defendant's actions and her trash. So that was her evidence, whether she was being nosy or just a concerned neighbor. That would be the only thing that would discredit her in any way, is that maybe she was a little too involved, but not enough to speak up for Allison or find out if the defendant needed any help. The police officer, when he first questioned her, seemed to feel remorse for the defendant for leaving her child, since she was so distraught and just crying a lot. But as he questioned her, or she questioned her, I didn't identify whether the police officer was male or female. The defendant told them that she knew what she was doing. She had left the baby alone and knew that she would more than likely die. And then last of all, the psychiatrist had no reason to believe the client was ill prior to becoming the psychiatrist, or before interviewing the defendant, since she did not state that she'd been seeing another psychiatrist. From what we know of, she did not state that she'd been depressed prior to. So the psychiatrist had no other reason to believe that she didn't know what she was doing. So because of all of this, I found the defendant guilty of killing her newborn baby. I don't know if I agree with the premeditation part, just because it seems like she knew what she was doing whenever she left her child and made her plans to go to California.